Luka Doncic just got traded to the Los Angeles Lakers, and the official narrative is that he's finally serious about conditioning. You'll find countless magazines and news articles talking about the new Luka, ready to prove Nico Harrison and the Dallas Mavericks wrong. Every summer, fans go wild over Luka's transformation photos. Luka looks skinny. Luka's locked in, but here we are, 2025, and guess what? We've seen this movie before. And sure, this year we've even seen footage of him moving quicker, looking leaner, and yes, his vertical reportedly tested 3 inches higher than his 2018 combine numbers. That's insane improvement if it holds, but let's be honest, we've been here before. 2022, he's cutting sugar, working out in Slovenia. 2023, this is the skinny Luka season. 2024, he's finally going to keep the weight off this time, trust, then bam. Season starts, and he's playing himself into shape until Christmas. It's not hate, it's pattern recognition. Luka doesn't stay lean, his game doesn't require it, or does it? But how much better could Luka really be if he locked in on his weight? Though questionable, there are some reports that there's a Harvard doctor who calculated that Luka's playstyle requires him to have a high body fat percentage in order to play at his best. Unfortunately, they don't mention which source they're getting this from. They are likely referencing the article in Essentially Sports, which references a doctor, foot doctor Zach, who cautioned that rapid weight loss might alter Luka's mechanics, and I quote, "A lower center of mass could reduce resistance on certain step-back moves, possibly affecting his balance and explosiveness. Luka may need to rebuild that muscle mass to retain power." Let me emphasize this is not Harvard-related, and it's explicitly about weight mechanics, not advocating for increased body fat. But does Luka really need to lose the weight? He's easily been making all NBA first teams over the past few years, despite being apparently overweight. I don't think his offensive game would improve much, but what about his defense? Luka is already known for his struggles on the defensive side of the floor. To be an elite defender in the NBA, if you don't have a near 8-foot wingspan like Rudy Gobert, you're going to need to have a lot of speed, something Luka's had issues with due to his weight. But here's why I don't think losing body fat will do much for him as a defender. Sure, he might be slightly more agile, but even in his rookie year where he didn't struggle with weight, he was known as an offense-sided player. Why would that suddenly change now that he's 7 years older? Now sure, maybe he's learned a lot about being an NBA defender in those 7 years, but I wouldn't keep my hopes up. Luka's move to LA changed everything. He's now under the brightest lights in the NBA, the same team as the face of the NBA, LeBron James. With LeBron on the cusp of retirement, the Lakers need a title window now. If LeBron has any chance of passing Jordan in the GOAT debate, which we know the NBA media so desperately wants, that means Luka has to come in lean, focused, and ready. But does a better vertical or better lighting in training videos actually mean anything? Historically, Luka's conditioning fades as the season goes on. We've seen him go from lean and mean in the beginning of the season to fat and still mean, at least to the refs. Why is this? The stress of constantly traveling and having games late at night stresses players out, and Luka copes with this by drinking lots and lots of beer. However, he's not alone in this struggle. Many players also gain weight throughout the regular season, most famously Zion Williamson.
The word out on Zion Williamson is that he'll eat the table. I'm quoting. He'll eat the table.
This is the scam. Not that he isn't talented, he's a top 5 player in the world. The scam is that we keep buying the new Luka hype every August, only to get the same Luka by January. Elite offensively, gassed on defense, arguing with refs, dragging himself through 38 minutes a night. Until we see him dominate for a full season at peak condition, the skinny Luka narrative is just off-season bait. What do you think? Is this the real version of Luka finally breaking through? Or are we getting fooled again by the best summer PR campaign in the league? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more unfiltered NBA takes.